All right, guys. David Rainwater, Charlotte, North Carolina. This is the second day of the challenge. And not a rant today, just something interesting. I was recollecting something, and I think those of us that have had this experience will remember the same thing or similar. But I do believe there is a unique bond between mothers and sons and daughters and fathers. My mother was very special to us. She had two boys, and I don't know, it was just something about that relationship. And I watched my son's mother and there's something special about it. And just like with my daughter, I mean, I remember when I was young, I worked really, really hard. I was very fortunate just knowing some amazing people who worked equally hard. And I had this silly dream in my mid-20s about just retiring at 40. Retiring at 40. Not fully grasping, I think, what that is. But, we worked 7 days a week, any day with a Y, and we enjoyed ourselves, and I was going to retire at 40. Well, then there was this one day and I'll never forget where I was, what the clouds looked like, what the view was from the window of Presbyterian Hospital in Walnut Hill in Dallas, same one I was born at, when I was holding my brand new baby daughter. And I remember looking at that little girl and going, feeling this in my bones. Why would I ever want to retire? It was that moment of, it's no longer about me. My daughter turned 18 today, and she's just amazing. I couldn't be more proud of her. She's living her dream. She's going to be starting at the College of Charleston in the fall, and she's excited. In fact, it's interesting. I had planned my whole life to do a college tour with her, and we did that this year. Took a few weeks off. We, went to a bunch of different cities, Chicago, what have you. Put the full push on at Oklahoma, to see if she'd be Generation 5. She took me to Oklahoma State, actually. But she got into 9 schools, and if you would ask her about those schools, she wasn't sure which one. She would be, it's like, well, honey, it's your decision totally, and do what you think's best. At the end of the day, if you go somewhere and don't like it, you can transfer. Just try not to make a big deal. One morning, I had to take my son to an off-season, 6 a.m. football practice on a Friday, and I said to my daughter, why don't I come grab you and let's go have a coffee or breakfast? And yeah. On the way there, she started describing housing and just the living and the way things go in Charleston. And as she was describing it, I remember turning and looking at her and saying, oh my God, that's the one. And she looked at me and she said, that is the one. I said, honey, congratulations, you're going to college. So it's just a special day, and I really have no reason for sharing this with you, but I was thinking about all that and thinking about the bond between a mother and a son, and daughters and fathers. There's just something special about it. So I hope you guys check in later. I'm going to be going over some other stuff, and this was just something more personal that I was thinking about. Appreciate you guys.